Out there. I am Latrina Hunter. I am 50, will be +1 on Sunday. Remember to give me a shout out for my birthday. Two lovely children, a boy and a girl. I live in Maryland, originally from the south side of Chicago, Chi-Town. And my relationship status today is single. Single, just so everyone knows, just today, just so you know. Okay.
All right, welcome again, people. My name is Nikki Jules. Nice to meet you if I haven't met you already. I am a lovely 46, aka 35 in my head. I have two beautiful sons, and I am from New York City, by way of Brooklyn. I'm going to do /Queens because I'm raised in Brooklyn. But what I'll tell you is that right now I live in Maryland, and my relationship status is I'm committed.
Yes.
Finally. Okay.
What's up, world? It's your girl, Latanya Michelle, and I am 50. Not yet. I'll be 50 in November. I am a mother of a 30-year-old son, and I have two fabulous grandsons, 2 and 6, Logan and Lennox. My hearts. I'm originally from Texarkana, Arkansas, but I don't necessarily always claim it because I'm a military brat. I currently live in Atlanta, and my status is single. What are potentials? How about that? Y'all ready, ladies? Y'all ready?
Yes.
Y'all ready to tell them what we're all about?
Yes. And welcome to When Ladies Talk.
Welcome. Latrina, let's get this started right. Tell us how we all came together.
Right.
So in my head, it's a whole lot of stuff up there. But this show, I wanted to do a show with women who could talk about real talk, right? You know, who could talk about things that they may not be talking about with their friends and family. Because, you know, we got to keep it real that people can be judgmental, right? So we don't want to say everything. We don't want to tell our secrets. And I just wanted to create a platform where everybody felt safe and everybody wanted to heal and everybody wanted to just, you know, get off their chest and out their mind and what they wanted to say and feel good about it. And this was part of my healing as well. So that's one of the main reasons. So when I said, all right, I'm going to get this out of my head and I'm going to go ahead and do this. I've known Latanya for 7-8 years, met her at a meet and greet that she did. And we just connected. Her spirit, her soul, her heart, her energy. And I was like, okay, she's one of the ladies I want with me when I'm on my journey. Then same thing. I met Nikki socializing because I am, you know, just socialize all the time. Same thing. Her energy, just her spirit, you know, we just connected and, you know, when we see each other out and just everything. So I said, okay, these are the two ladies I'm going to reach out to that I want on my team. And here we are.
Woo! So when she called me, so first she hit me up on Facebook and then we talked and I was like, oh my God. First of all, I don't like women. I mean, let's keep it real. Everybody knows that I'm all about the black men. So I won't say that I don't like women, but to actually do a show with women is a lot. But I'm so glad that I did it because I love y'all. Y'all are my sisters now and we're having a ball. So what I love and what I'm excited about, the more and more I'm dealing with you guys, is that we're different. We're different, but we have learned to just gel. We gel in such a special way that it's just like we're family. We got the attitudes. We know how to work. We know how to play with each other. We know how to balance each other out. So I'm enjoying this experience, and it's given me the opportunity to take off my mask, you know, because I'm an introvert. So even though in my real life, I showcase other people, now I got to showcase myself. So let's do it.
Okay. Well, when I got the phone call to participate, of course, I was ecstatic. You know, I've known Trina for some years. We met, like she said, socializing, looking cute, you know, healed. we definitely connected on the shoe game tip because
yes.
yes. Okay, so like myself, and when she presented the idea to me, you know, it was a like-minded spirit that happened right then and there because I have already been wanting to do some things. I know a lot of people that's on here that know me. They've been telling me to do some things. And so, yes, sometimes it does take that push of village or somebody out of the blue to just come at you with something that tells you that, you know what, press go. It's time to press go right now. So I was happy to join. And once I got to meet LaTanya, I was like, okay. I mean, the vibe was there. Everything was clicking. And yes, it is hard for girls. Yes, it is. Or should I say women? You know, it's hard for us sometimes, especially the older we get, right? The circles start getting a little smaller. But I'm proud to say I have a village now. I'm including these two ladies, and we are good to go. So I'm all in, you know? So, yeah.
And one thing I wanted to say that this will not be a male bashing. This will not be any negativity.
Men.
You know, I mean, we definitely love our men. So this will not be any of that. It won't be, and it won't turn into that either. So we will not be doing any shows where we male bash men or women or anything like that. This is about healing, positivity, uplifting, and never taking it anywhere negative.
That's right. Only positive vibes here. And so, which kind of brings us to why you guys are here. Okay. A lot of people have been hitting me up. What are y'all going to talk about? What are y'all going to talk about? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're going to talk about something that I think that we all can get into if we haven't already. And that is self-love. Okay. Wait, hold on. Love.
Love.
You know, I gotta do the props. Love, love, love. And you know, and I could start and say, you know, self-love to me is about finally understanding who you are. And that you are free just to be you no matter what. You don't care what nobody says. You don't care what's going on in the world. You are just happy with yourself. And it was a journey to get there, you know, I will say. But I am happy I'm here. I embody self-loving myself and others because before you can love anybody, you have to love yourself. So, what I'll do is we'll talk about this and we'll go through a few things about what self-love means to us. You're more than welcome to chime in on the comments or whatever about what it means to you and if you're feeling what we're saying. So, hey. All right.
Well, for me, self-love, well, let me take it all the way back. I was the first child, you know, to my parents, the first grandchild, the first niece, the first just whatever. Right. So my family always instilled in me that I was a superstar, right? I was, you know, I don't even know if I touched, my shoes touched the ground till I was like 3 because they carried me, they changed me and dolled me up in dresses. So my parents and my aunts and uncles, they did a very, very good job of instilling love in me and telling me I'm loved. So I already knew that. However, along my journey in life, sometimes I lose that. Sometimes, you know, I know inside I'm this superstar, but I lose my way. So I allow other people to make me think I'm less than. And why would a person who's, you know, I mean, my stardom is beyond, you know, this umbrella here. So, I mean, I know that, but sometimes I let people get in my head, you know, right. and then I start acting like I'm less than, and I'm like, bitch, hold up. You the bomb. You are the bomb. You know, seriously. I have to say that. I have to reel myself back in. And, you know, sometimes when we're so busy trying to change other people, they are actually changing us and we're adapting to who they are. And I
got questions. You know, I'm ready. First of all, why is you listening to other people? Like, and it's always the people who really don't have themselves together that's talking. So that's my first question. Why are you listening to other people knowing that you're the superstar?
I think I know that I shouldn't, but I do. Now, again, I have to reel myself back in, bitch, reel it back in, and to hell with those people, right? But there are sometimes I do let people take over my mind momentarily. And I'm just being honest about that, So I remember when I, ran an elevator company and I was the smartest person in the room and I was the bomb and I was the, head person in charge. Then I opened my own company and I became, Lord, well, I don't know shit. These people, they know everything. so that has something to do with my self-esteem, even though I owned the company. But I didn't know what all these people who work for me and around me, I didn't know what they knew. So I kind of let that get in my head a little bit. And I just had to go back to what my grandmother always say, you a superstar, shorty. You a superstar. It's okay. It is okay that you don't know what they know. You're going to get there. But I still sometimes let people get in my psyche. And I have to go into prayer. I got to go into prayer real fast. Lord, come on, help me, please, please bring me out of here. So every now and then I do.
I think it's normal I think all of us self-sabotage ourselves. And I think all of us double second guess ourselves. I think that's normal. No matter how high you are, I think we all go through that. That's just part of being a human. So do not beat yourself up about that. But we just have to learn how to do it less.
Yes.
And I think the more and more you focus on who you are and what you want and stuff, it becomes less and less. It still happens because I run 2 businesses and I go through some things. I'm doing the dang thing and I know it. However, I have days where I'm just crying, like, what the hell, And it doesn't mean that I don't love myself or I'm not together. It's just sometimes I get in my own way.
But I also had to learn to stop trying to please everybody else. Stop trying to make everybody happy, because happiness to me was if everybody else is happy, if the family's happy and daddy and everybody else, then I'm good. But I may not really be good, right? So I'm wearing a mask that says I'm good and I'm smiling every day and profiling and in my heels, as Nikki say, but really I'm not happy. So I had to learn, all right, Trina, self-love is making yourself happy first, and then take care of the rest. And even if you don't take care of the rest, it's okay. But I had to learn that. I really did have to, but I learned that through prayer. I learned that through therapy, because I'm a firm believer in therapy. Hey, ding, ding, ding. But I had to, it was a process. It was a process and it was a journey, and it's an ongoing journey. It's an ongoing journey, because sometimes I'm high and then sometimes I'm like in some kind of depression laying on the couch and I'm like, come on now, reel this shit in and, get out of this. But I still have to go back to self-love. I love me first. I love me. And sometimes I just say that out loud.
Well, Nikki, what do you do? What do you do to focus on the self-love?
Well, first of all, I didn't come from that, right? Nobody was really telling me I was a superstar just yet. I had to come into that, right? But
Nikki, yes. You are a superstar.
Well, now, yes, I am. And I feel that I know this. Yes. Okay. But it was a journey. When I was younger, I got teased. Some of my girlfriends from around the way, they on the line. They know I used to get teased. I was insecure like hell. Insecure. Yes, that was me. I just didn't know what I had. I was always talented. I could always sing, but I didn't come from that background. I'm government cheese all the way. Best grilled cheese sandwiches in the world. Government cheese, shelter living, all of that. And nobody really know that based on how I live my life now, So, but what happened was all of those insecurities, seeing other people with the latest sneakers, I say sneakers, even though I live in Maryland, I still represent, sorry. I know y'all say tennis shoes, but so I had to get to that part over time. I mean, I was so insecure. I was insecure in my relationships with my friends. I envied a lot of my friends. I wasn't like jealous, like a hater, but I wanted that too. I wanted to know why. But let me tell you something. The first chance that I got to elevate myself, which was much later on in life, and then I'm talking about, let me say, like early 20s did I really start to realize what I had, and that I had a gift. You know what I mean? And that gift was to communicate with anybody, people. You know, my mother did it. I got it from my mother. I used to hate it as a kid, but I got it, and it's catapulted my career. Just the art of communication. You have no idea by opening your mouth what you can do, or what can happen for you just by saying hi. You look nice today, but you just never know. And so I live my life like you never know. And how I internalize that back to self-love is, I realize that I have a gift. I realize I am somebody. I'm just as good as the next person. You know what I mean? I don't care what you have. I'm not impressed. I'm happy for you, but I'm not. But I feel like I can have that too. I used to believe in the glass ceiling. No, there's no glass ceilings.
Right.
No, not for me anyway. My mind, I'm too broad thinking. I don't know if it comes from the way I grew up or whatever. But it took a long time. My journey into self-love didn't happen until, like I said, early 20s. I finally got it. And I just keep doing it little by little, little by little. Yes, of course, I'm 40 something now, AKA 35. I'm always say that. But I get insecure here and there still too. I mean, I think we all do. And I just don't think that we admit it, but we do, and it's okay. But I internalize that everything is a growing a stepping stone in my growth as a person, as Nikki. So I'm good, you know. So what about you, Latanya? Tell us what self-love means to you.
So I didn't find myself. That's how I say it. So I was 40 something. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna fake the phone. I had that life too. I had that life. You know, I was the kid who came home every summer. You know, I was a light-skinned girl with the long hair. I talked proper. My family was country, but I lived in Japan and Spain, and so I was spoiled. I was like a doll, and I was taught to use my looks and my charms at a young age because I had the charm at a young age. But it was probably destroyed me, because I was so busy looking for someone to see me as who I was and not as a doll. You know what I mean? That I ended up with someone who saw me for who I thought saw me for who I was, but he tried to destroy me. So being in a marriage for 12 years, abusive, and someone telling me that I'm nobody and all of that stuff, and trying to break all the things that I was taught, I didn't know how to look in the mirror. I no longer, you know, the long hair didn't matter, the light skin didn't matter, none of that, because all it mattered was that I'm nothing, and there's nothing that I can do. So I stayed there because that's all I knew. I didn't know my confidence was like this, you know. But I finally, for my son, I decided I'm going to leave for my son because we cannot repeat the cycle. And so that I left at the age of 30 something, but I still had to go through the hell that was already in my mind. It was already in my mind. So I went from relationship to relationship, knowing or thinking that I'm nobody.
Right.
Do y'all get a feedback from me?
A little.
Okay. It's my cell phone because I'm trying to do. Okay. So,
girl, you got me over here crying. I'm just telling you. I need some tissue,
although I was smiling in front of everybody's face and making everybody feel good, I was broken. I was so broken. But one day I decided I'm not going to be broken anymore, and I'm not going to give it to anybody. You know, I will no longer be a victim. And so I changed my life. And, you know, now people are like, oh, she just like, you know, like we have our conversation, she's single and she ain't settling, and I know what I want, you know, and I had to go through a lot. I mean, homeless, losing stuff, winning, losing it. So now self-love is what's important. God, then Latanya Michelle, please understand that I am that one. I ain't gonna do it with the drama. I don't care what you think about it. I could care less. Because who are you? who I don't care if that goes to my mama, that goes to my brothers, that goes to my man, that goes to my child. I know who I am. I love who I am. And I'm smart enough to be humble enough about it and to love others and treat them well. So the people that know and love me, they don't question it because they know that I'm going to give because I've taken the time to love myself. So it's easy for me to love other people. So self-love is a part of my life.
So how do you guys celebrate yourself? You know, what do you do? Yeah, I'm scared of yours, first of all. Let's be clear that you guys are the, you know, y'all colorful, and I'm the Catholic school girl still in the little uniform, right?
Yeah.
So, but during this show, all these mini shows, the uniform gonna turn into colorful. So
Right.
I'm trying to get there. But how do you celebrate yourself? How do you, you know, because we know self-love, we know what that is. There was a journey, we've moved from that journey. So how do you celebrate yourself on a regular basis? Nikki?
All the time.
Right.
Oh my God. Okay, so I get my hair done. I get my nails did. You know, I go to the spa. I treat myself and go get pampered. What else do I do? I do things that I want to do, regardless of who wants to do it with me or not. You know, I'm an open book. I share sometimes. A lot of times, you know, here's a little tidbit for the people that do follow me and everything like that on social media. A lot of those places I go to by myself. You know why? Because I'm always going to see somebody that I know. And if I don't, I'm open to meeting new people.
Right.
It does not matter. Yes. And I said I was with somebody. Yeah, I do it. Sometimes he can't go. I go by myself. It doesn't matter. It's what makes me happy. If I like, so I say this to people, if you like art and nobody else in your clique likes art, then take your behind you could go to the museum by yourself. Go to an open gallery show by yourself. You never know who you may meet. Just think about it like this. There's like minds there.
Right. Right.
So I celebrate myself. I shop.
Really?
Yeah, really, yeah. So I shop. Sometimes I window shop. That's fun too. You know, I go look at homes that I'm one day gonna live in. You know, I do all of those things. Those things make me feel good. I do what makes me feel good. Period. And it doesn't matter if it's not your cup of tea. It doesn't have to be.
Right.
But that's what I do to celebrate myself. Whatever I want to do, I do it. Before I used to hem and haw and you know second guess myself. No more. Oh no. And I don't know if that comes with age. You know, I'm gonna say that because some people are not there yet. But I'm telling you, I live by you cannot pay your bills with people's opinions.
Right. Right.
I don't care what anybody says. I'm so glad I'm to this level, self-love, because I just do me.
Right. Latanya, what about you? What do you do to celebrate yourself?
We did good.
Okay, no. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. I created a real talk, take the mask off show. So I want you to be real.
I get butt naked, I blast my music, and I dance.
No, I mean that. No, I'm just playing.
You said. I'm just playing. You live by yourself, right?
I live by myself.
You down. It looks like
butt naked, I blast my music, and I dance.
I know that's right. Oh my God.
I buy myself flowers. I buy myself gifts. Wow. I'm that person who basically I find something and I get it delivered and I put the gift thing on there like somebody bought it for me. I do the things that I want somebody to do for me. I send myself candy. Like I told you I got chocolate for you. It's because I ordered a whole bunch, so I got it for you. Like a couple weekends ago, where was I? I was in DC, rented a boat. I went on a yacht by myself for the day. It's all I do the things that I want to do when I get in a relationship, but I don't have to wait on a relationship because I spoil myself.
That is phenomenal because I'm like, y'all, I do what makes me the shopping and all that, and I look at houses, Nikki, because houses really that's just my thing. I love taking something, at taking nothing and making it something. So I look at rehabs and stuff like that. That's what I'd like to do. But I just went to the movies by myself for the first time earlier last year. For the first time in life. Yes, for the first time in life. I never do really anything by myself, and that's why I miss out on so much, because I'm always waiting on the girlfriend or, you know, the man that I haven't had in a long time, but you know, and they may not want to go, so I just don't go. So I really, what I do for myself is just the shopping and the buying houses and fixing them up and things like that. And, you know, opening businesses and helping other people. Again, helping other people just really makes me, it just really makes me happy. But I don't do enough for myself to celebrate myself. I don't, because there are so many things I want to do that I just don't do, and I don't know why. It is not like I don't have the finances to do it, or of course the time off work. I just want somebody to go with me. So I actually reached out to somebody I don't even know that posted, she's in Jamaica and she does a trip twice a year. I said, I'm going. I said, next year she's going to July. She said, look, she said, I have a trip in February and July. I said, well, not February, that's my daughter's birthday, but July. I said, I'm going. I'm paying my shit.
Listen, we going to Mexico September. You want to go with us? We just listen. It wasn't planned. Listen, it wasn't planned. I seen the deal last week, and it's 10 of us so far.
Wait a minute. So do you mean like next month, like in 2 weeks? Okay, I said next July.
See what? What if you're not alive next July? It's not like you don't have the money. You don't have to go with a man. Ain't none of us in a relationship. We're all single men and women, and we're just going to have fun.
Okay,
breathe, girl. Breathe, girl. Breathe.
Yeah, I'm having a little panic attack right now. Hold on real fast. I'm having a little feeling of some kind of way. I'm sweating everything over here. But I do want to start doing stuff like that. When you just asked me, girl, I start sweating. I swear to God, I start sweating. I'm not lying. I started sweating because I was like, I want to say yes. I can't say yes. Oh my God, what do I have to do? I can't.
Why? Think about this. You got the money. You got the money.
It's fair.
You got the time. You the boss of your own business.
Yeah.
So let me think about that.
Well, look, real talk, right? Real talk. Real talk. So she was considering something.
I'm scared. Well, okay. I'm scared of COVID. First of all, let's be very clear about that. Right. So really, I just got some excuse shit with me. I do.
Because guess what? You still going to the store. You're still doing that stuff. You can still get on a plane and go to Mexico and put on a 2-piece and chill and drink and eat food with some good people with good energy.
Really back. I'm not putting on no 2-piece, but yeah.
Let me. They don't know you there, so you can put your 2-piece on.
Let's talk about it after the show.
And she that friend that you can't be on your traveling list because she gonna always come up with an excuse. And when I send you pictures, you're gonna be like, I see put it away.
I know. I let's just see. Let's just thank you for inviting me.
I have a question for you. How do you teach self-love to others?
What I don't do, I tell them, girl, I got some advice for your ass. I just don't do it. So I tell people, treat yourself, go to the spa. And I'm not saying I don't do those things. I do all that hair, nails, and feet and all that stuff. Right. But I tell people, just whatever you want to do it. Exactly what you ladies said, minus butt naked in the house. But if that's your thing, let them do that. I don't tell them to do that. But I do tell them whatever it is, because I don't want to run butt naked, so I can't tell them to do it. But if that's what they want to do, I just tell them whatever is in your head that you want to do it. Which is another reason I started this show, because when I turned 50, I quit my job at 49 and then opened my own company. And when I turned 50, I remember telling my daughter, I was like, oh my God, I only have 50 more years to live. I have to get this shit out of my head that I want to do. I want to do a podcast, investment company, blah, 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 blah. She was like, okay, Mom, just do one thing at a time. No, I only have 50 years to live. Do you understand? I want to do it all. So now I'm trying to get to do whatever you want to do. I'm slowly getting there. And when I quit my, corporate America a couple years ago, that was like my first step to doing what I want to do. So I'm getting there slowly. I'm not really a big girl yet. So, I'm working on it though. I'm working on it. But I do tell people, whatever you think you want to do it. Whatever you want to buy, if you have the money to buy it, always keep a reserve, but buy it. Just live your life to the fullest, and enjoy your life. I just don't do that all the time, but I do give that advice.
Well, I'm my example.
That's right.
I get a lot of people that me up and say, next time you're going out or you're getting around or whatever, because I'm in the house, I haven't been doing anything. The kids are out the house, all of this stuff like that. So I'm like, hey, come on. The thing with me, you got to be ready to go at the drop of a hat. And a lot of my friends, they probably try rolling their eyes right now because they can't stand that. Because I'll be like, you ready? So one of the things also too, I try to encourage my friends to harp on their own natural talents. Like I will sit on the phone all day with my friends and strategize on what they could be doing as far as like if they have an idea. If they tell me if they tell me something, automatically I see dollar signs in it somehow, and I'm like, you need to start your own business. I'm kind of like I like to share that type of stuff if it's on my heart. I'm not gonna be like, wow, that could make a lot of money if she really did that. No, I try to tell them, hey, you can do this, you got this. Right. As far as when they, when I hear about stuff that they may be going on through in their relationship, well, what do you want to do? Because support you, Right. So I mean, I just try to be positive, even if they have something negative to say about a situation, a friend, a man, or whatever it is. I'm always the person. I'm not that girlfriend that's gonna automatically say, oh, he's a piece. I'm like, because I know you're upset. I know, you're really mad. So let's talk this through, because there could be some pieces in it that are, that may be your fault, or maybe this is why it happened. An alternative situation or motive.
Right.
Is the way it is. And so with that, you have to, I am projecting that they love themselves enough to take the time before they X somebody out, businesses out, or whatever. So, yeah. So,
wait, before we move to Latanya, one thing I do want to ask you that you just said, how you take people through the journey that they're on before they, kick a person out of their life. That's really important. It's important to, go through what actually happened, talk about it from beginning to end, know your part, in what you did, and try to, give them some advice or encouragement to look again in self and see what they, what they did or what they could change and what they could do. So that's really good that you do that. That's really good.
I don't want to be that friend that agrees with you. That's not me. I don't agree with everything, and I'm fine with telling you I'm not. You could be mad at me or whatever, but I'm not that person. So if
everybody needs a you. You know what I mean? Everybody needs. I mean, and I don't agree with people, my friends and family, all the time either. And people need that. So you're right.
I have those kind of people in my life too. I have the girlfriends and the guy friends that tell me, like, Nikki, like, hey, that's on you. That's your fault. Blah blah blah. I don't like it, but I welcome it. It's fine. As long as you keep it in 100 with me. So.
And it's to make you better. They're telling you out of love to make you a better person. So it's to accept it. So.
Okay.
Latanya.
Oh, I'm calling them out. I'm calling them out. I'm like, listen, we live in a world that people make up excuses. We got to stop with the excuses. Y'all already know. We got to stop with the excuses. And my friends will call me out in a heartbeat. You know what I mean? So my whole thing is, we can't heal until you start looking in the mirror. You don't need to be in no relationship. You probably don't need to be running no business until you look into the mirror and take responsibility for your own actions.
Right.
Like, we love to blame it on our mamas. We love to blame it on that man. We love to do all of that and everything, but we walk around talking about, oh, I love myself and I'm a queen, I'm a king. You don't even like yourself for real. Like, can we go back? Can we go back? Okay, so let's say something happened to you. Let's just, for instance, okay, now you got molested. Let's say this, for example, you got molested when you was 15. Now you are now 45 years. She got the cup, right? She's like,
I gotta clutch my pearls.
Right. So you're now 45. Now, are you going to continue to live in this life? Like, you have the opportunity to be free and to live the life that was created for you, because we all are supposed to be living in heaven. That's honestly here on earth. We don't do it because we don't allow ourselves to do it, and we choose the comfort zone of hell.
Wow.
So my whole thing is, if you're going to be my friend and I'm going to be your friend, we're going to pour into this. Yes, I'm a life coach in real life. However, my friends, we're going to pour into this, and we ain't making up excuses, and we're going to do what we got to do, because guess what? If I'm having a good life, I need everybody in my circle to have a good life.
That's right. That's
Right.
We all need, if we need to sit down and cry together, let's cry. Let's get it over with. If we got to motivate you every week, let's do that. Because guess what? We need you to win too. We're not trying to do this by ourselves. So it's like, I'm not trying to be that friend. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. Don't ask me, if you're going to call me on the phone, don't ask me my opinion. I'll listen. I'm very good at listening. I don't have to say nothing. But as soon as you ask my opinion, I'm like, you sure? Because if you sure, I'm going to say it.
Well, I'm looking for a life coach, but it will not be you.
Right? You can't. Oh no, you couldn't be my client because you have too much excuses. You waste my time. I'm like, no.
You be like, I can't even work with you.
I can't even get your homework yet. You be like, well, what? No.
I ain't feel like, oh, girl, I went out with Nikki because we were social, and I couldn't do it.
Right.
Don't bring me into this.
Right. So let me ask you this. So I find myself when I feel myself getting out of order, like, not fully loving myself, or getting into a state where I'm like, I'm thinking I'm not that worthy, or something like that. I remember in therapy, my therapist always told me to just write down why you feel that way, and put it on paper so that you can read that and say that out loud, so that you can know that's not real. Your feelings are that way, that you feel that way, but that's really not real. In your head, you've made this up.
That's not true all the time, because sometimes it is true.
Oh, girl, for the shit I write down, it ain't true.
So, and when you write, it's subconsciously most likely what you think that you don't really.
So here's an example. I'll write down, I don't have any money, but I clearly know what my bank account look like. But to me, my bank account needs to look like something else. So that's what I'm saying. I get in my own way.
So you need to change your wordings. You need to change your wordings. You do get in your own way, because you just don't have what you're trying to obtain. You're not there yet. That doesn't mean you don't have any money. So you have to change the words, because guess what? The universe hears you. So if you keep saying that, you're gonna get stuck that way.
Yeah.
Girl, when we get ready to be millionaires, I can tell you that, because I don't post that shit. No, when I listen to
like that, don't switch it next week.
Right. Now, in 2 weeks, we're gonna be millionaires. So, but yeah, I always have to check myself. I always have to check myself, because I can get in a slump like quick. I can be so high, and then 4 hours later, something will happen, and I'm like, oh Lord, let me just lay on this couch for a day, But I have to always motivate myself, within, and be like, Trina, stop. Get out your own way. Get out your own head. So in order to go back to self-love, when I'm feeling maybe I don't have that 100%, I just reevaluate myself. I always check myself.
Do you know how to do that? Do you know how to do that properly?
Probably not. Did you just hear I said I was looking for a damn life coach? I'm looking for a life coach, a relationship therapist, a damn
Sex coach.
a sex coach. Ding, 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 ding on the sex coach.
Ding, 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 ding.
Damn, ding on the sex coach. So I'm looking for all kind of coaches.
Person for you for the sex coach. All right, but anyway, come on. All right, come on.
Because I do know that I'm not doing some things properly. So that is why I need coaching. I mean, that's why I went to a therapist for help, for certain things. And I still go to a therapist every now and then when I feel out of order. So I would say I know I'm not doing everything properly. I'm doing what I think I should be doing because it's worked in the past. You know what I mean? It brings me back to, okay, you love yourself, you love yourself, you love yourself, you love yourself. So it always brings me back there. So I always get back there, but it may take a little bit longer. Maybe I ain't doing it right. So you're right. I'm not so sure. So how do you guys get back to self-love if you ever, get out of it for a moment?
We all do. That's normal.
Yeah. I personally want to take a trip. But now,
what you say?
I said I personally try to take a trip just to get away. But now that COVID is, among us, it's been difficult. I mean, I've been dying to just go somewhere and just sit still, right?
Right.
Still and just clear my mind of everything so I can come back to my life and be a beast. You know what I mean? And sometimes, and I'm sure a lot of women feel this way. So if you have kids, I have a 15-year-old now, right? He's about to start school, he's about to be online. I got to get him together. So, he's first. So I got to think about him first before I start making my moves. So I got to figure out how all of that's going to play out because now it's a little bit different than last year. So I got to get him motivated and make sure he's on the path to success. Then I have to make sure I'm still on the path to success. And sometimes it can be overwhelming with work. I have 2 businesses on the side from working as well. And I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. Once a year or twice a year, I just break down and cry and let it all out. You know what I mean? I do all of that.
That's good. Twice a year, that's fabulous. Because mine happen about twice a week. So
mine is once a week. Mine is once a week.
Girl, yes, twice a week.
About twice a year, and it always happens in January. Somehow, it always happens in January. I don't know the other months, but I'm just trying. When you're trying to figure it out, and for me, my problem used to be like everything has to be number one, right? So my son has to be number one. I got to put myself first. I gotta work. I gotta make money. For the lifestyle. I gotta just do certain things. And I avoid a lot of the hard choices that I have to make by doing other things when I really need to get back to doing what I have to do. So how you ask me, how do I rein it back in or keep it going or whatever? I have to take time off. I have to sit by myself. Sometimes sitting by myself is me watching Seinfeld all day. I love comedy. Sometimes it's just me just getting all the things out of my head, the bills, what I have to do, my kid. Sometimes it's just myself and my kid in this house. He's in his space, I'm in mine. Sometimes we don't see each other all day long, and I'm fine with that.
Right. I have one of those. I understand.
Yes. So I mean. Because that's what we need sometimes. I need to do that to get back into myself every so often. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. And if they, just needing to be by themselves, get into a space they zone out from everything else to get back to who they are so they could be a better person. I mean, I do it too, so I can come out and break down walls, barriers, and all that other stuff. So
I should probably watch comedy instead of killing movies.
Or Hallmark. Get rid of Lifetime. Please get rid of Lifetime. Watch Hallmark.
Okay, so
yes, get rid of Lifetime.
Okay, so I need to watch love or comedy and stop watching Snapped, right?
Yes, please do. Yeah, because that's playing a factor on your life, right?
What you gonna get out?
I get on my couch. I'm gonna say I get on my couch and I do absolutely nothing. I can have a whole desk full of work everybody could be calling my phone, and I just block everybody off, and I get on my couch. I get my chocolate. I may get my wine. I meditate, I cry, and it's just about me, and I don't do anything because I'm not going to fight my body telling me something is wrong and you need to chill.
Oh, I like that.
So chill. It'll be all right. Cry, whatever. Crying is a beautiful thing.
You think I don't know? Girl,
crying is a beautiful thing. What? I'll be crying for no reason at all sometimes. I'll wake up sometimes crying. I'll be like, all right, I got it out. What's up? And I have all kinds of energy afterwards. So we have to stop putting ourselves in boxes. Find what works for us and do it. Who cares what anybody else say or think?
And I think for me, just like I just said, I have to be okay with like telling people I'm not okay.
Right. That's okay.
I always say I'm good. I'm good. God damn it. That's my favorite thing to say is I'm good. And then I got to get in the car and drive home and cry. Because I really
lies.
I have a girlfriend.
I have to take off the mask and be honest and say I am not good. But I don't share that with people. I don't share that with anybody. Nobody. I have a
girlfriend that we talk. I think Benica, she's also my sex coach. We talk probably 3 times a week.
I need her. We
will vent.
Right. We will vent. We will cry. We will do whatever. But we hold each other accountable, stay focused in whatever we're doing. But we're allowed to go to each other and talk about whatever. There's no judgment zone. Like, baby girl, I can't do it. And then she'll turn around and be like, oh, yes, the fuck you can do. Do you know who you are? And stuff like, so it's like you gotta have that friend in your life who basically don't judge you and y'all bring each other up and stuff. Like, I'm so thankful for her because we keep it real. Like, I talk about guys, she's married. So I talk about guys and she be like, you need that one person.
And I'm sure that through my lady friends and my sister friends that I have that someone. I just don't
give it to them.
That's exactly right.
It's you.
They give it to me.
It's always us. It's always us.
They give it to me all day long. But I think I may have one girlfriend maybe, and I just don't tell people all that or don't share. I just let them, give it to me and I try to solve their life while mine is fucked up.
Let me give you a thought for a second. Have you ever thought about, because I lived kind of the life that you live and I had to let go. Have you ever thought about is that they made you feel like you was a superstar so big that for so much that you feel like you got to live up to this?
Absolutely.
And that you can't be free. Can I say something? Let me say this. Screw them. Screw everybody and start over. Go to sleep tonight and say, look, she's sweating. Go to sleep tonight and wake up and say, yo, I am a superstar, but I'm going to do it my way. And guess what? I need help. I'm not perfect. I sometimes I don't like myself. Sometimes I cry. Sometimes I don't have the answers. And I don't give a damn about what any of y'all think.
Right.
If you're my friend, I need you to know this without me saying this.
Right.
You know what I mean? I am Trina. I am a woman just like y'all. I don't have all the answers.
Right.
Leave me alone sometimes. Yeah. Or just be there. Help me. Come do something for me.
Let me make a list because I got some people to call.
Yeah. Right.
No, you are so right. And you know what? It definitely does go back to my childhood from everybody.
Everything is childhood.
I swear to God, I'm not lying. It does. I'm telling you, it goes back to, people telling me that I am a superstar and me taking care of people at such a very, very young age. And now I don't know how to not do that. Right. I don't know how to turn that off.
You don't know how to take care of yourself.
Yeah, everything goes back to that childhood, man. Everything. Look, my girlfriend and I, we talk about that all the time. We be just cracking up. Krishna, I know you listening. I know you cracking up right now. But she said, go to the childhood. Everything kind of stems from that. But I guess somehow, I mean, at least you went to therapy, or you're still going to therapy, whatever.
I've gone to therapy. My mother died over maybe 21 years ago. That was the very first time I ever went to therapy. And I've been going to therapy ever since for one reason.
Keep it consistent. Keep it consistent though.
Oh,
Don't go because you feel good and think you're okay and you stop.
No.
Keep it consistent to you. No, screw y'all. Till you can do that comfortably, keep going, or find that one person that's gonna keep it, pull you through.
Right.
Because we're really good. Black people as a whole is really good. Oh, I got this. I got this. As soon as we start breaking down, we don't have it. And it's okay that we don't have it.
And you're right. I have those friends that I know I can open up. You know, Lisa Campbell's one of them, and it's several that I can. Lisa, that's my Lisa, right? She's one of them. And Lisa and I, we go back to like when we were 7 years old, but we lost contact. We didn't see each other for a long time, but we picked up on Facebook like we were 7. You know, so I definitely can go to her and tell her anything, and she give me her opinion. And I have another girlfriend, I know I could do that. But the other girlfriend got so many damn issues. By the time I get off the phone with her, girl, I want to stab myself in the eye. So I'm like, so I don't want to hear all your stories that day. I just want to call you and tell you my issues, but it never works out like that with her. But you're right. I have to be open, and I have to be okay with the people I know I can do that with. So that's on me. That's definitely on me.
Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I know we're running out of time, y'all. I know y'all don't know it, but we like down to like the last 8 minutes.
Right.
And one of the things we got to do is we got to shout out some of these people that's watching us.
Yeah.
So,
go ahead.
Tiffany Payne, what's up, girl? Lisa Magruder, Renata Fields, Melissa Howard, Tammy Williams, Krishna Williams, Tamika Jackson, Beverly Griffin, Felicia Haywood. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
I know we didn't get everybody.
Girl.
I know people right away. Because I noticed some people right away because they were making, they were on it. They're on the comments. Shout out to my girl Shauna. What's up, Stephen? Tammy Williams, Krishna in there, Keisha Harvey, Erica Hammond. We got somebody all the way across the water. Okay, Fabia, you see that name in there? Good luck, ladies. Thank you. I appreciate that. Beverly Griffin, Desiree Griffin, more. I love this lady.
Wow.
Auntie Foster. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
We need y'all. Y'all, we can't do this alone. We can't. You know, we're supposed to ask a question. I don't know if we have time, but one of the things
let's give 2 or 3 minutes to a question.
Okay. So we have a question today, and we allow you guys to submit something in our DM, and somebody actually submitted something really quick. The lady said that she is, I want to make sure I get this right. She's 65. Her boyfriend is 80 years old. He's been married twice, and he's a serial dater. Serial dater. I got to put serial dater. She's ready to settle down, but obviously if he's a serial dater and he's not, what should she do?
She's 65. He's 50.
No, he's 80.
He's 80. She's 65, and he's 80. He's a serial dater.
So, and they've been dating 5 years. So she's
5
like,
years.
what should I do? Should I stay in? And she wants to be married. So she's like, what should I do?
This is Latanya.
Oh, here we go, naked.
Quick. Mine is really simple. I'm the Steve Harvey. Let me say this really quick. Baby girl, when you wrote that message, you knew what your answer was.
Exactly.
You knew what your answer was. You know, the fact that he's a serial dater and he used those words, he ain't trying to marry you. He ain't trying to marry nobody. That man is 80 years old getting it in. Have fun, bro, man. And we can't change these men. Let him do what he got to do. Baby girl, find you a good man and go love and get married. Find someone who sees you for who you are. Because evidently for 5 years, he hasn't seen you if he was a serial dater, because that means he's been dating for 5 years. Screw him. Do your own thing.
Well, Nikki, go ahead. What do you think about what she should do?
Well, you know, and where my friends are mad at me. I know we got a few seconds. This is where my friends get mad at me because I would say, well, no.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Look, this is what I will say. I agree with you. When she wrote that question, she already knew her answer. She just wants validation. But here's the thing, you know, like I don't want to tell people what to do because you already know inside what you need to do, right? Because you're writing now, you're looking for advice. The advice is standard. Leave them, do all this other stuff like that. But if you really want to be with him and you want to continue this, then you need to make some choices. You need to decide, okay, if he's a serial dater, maybe I need to be a serial dater. Maybe you need to do what he does so you don't feel stuck, you know? But that's a decision that you gonna have to make. Nobody has the answers for you, unfortunately. Right. We don't have the answers. We can tell you what we would do.
I'm leaving. I just want that. I'm not thinking about it.
We talked about it, especially if we talked about it.
Right.
And you're still not getting it? Nah, I'm pretty much out. 65 years old. I'm sure these days, because now you know what you know, you're eating healthy. You probably still looking like you're 45 and everything like that. Girl, bye.
3 minutes, lady. 3 minutes.
This is what I say, do find your self-love. Find your self-love. Know your self-love. Don't stand for no bullshit. Believe me, we all of us have done that. Don't do it. But know your self-love. You have to know in your heart what you want to do to love yourself. If that is loving yourself, then do it.
Say it. Right.
So you have to find your self-love and do that. So that's what I have to say. So we got a couple minutes. So what I want to say, and I'm gonna cry. Woo! Oh my God. I'm a crybaby by nature. I just want to thank y'all for being on this journey with me. I'm getting it out of my head and just doing it. Oh my God. I appreciate everybody that checked in, my family who prayed for me this morning, everybody that texted, everybody that emailed. I swear to God, I love everybody. Thank you. And tune in every Thursday, 7:00 Eastern Standard Time. And we love you. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Trina, how can they follow you on social media?
Social media, they can follow me under.
We're working with her, y'all. We're working with her.
So, yes, wait a minute. So When Ladies Talk, of course, you can follow us on YouTube or Facebook with When Ladies Talk. My personal pages and Instagram is Mama Bear _23, or you can follow me, Latrina Hunter, on Facebook.
Nikki.
Okay, Nikki Jules, like my name here, spelled with the Z. That's all my social media platforms: Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Of course, you follow us live. When Ladies Talk on Instagram, our page is up now. If you're on Instagram, please go follow us. Let's get these numbers up. We also too, if you have other friends that may be interested in listening to the show, but they don't do Facebook or social media or whatever, they can get on YouTube and go to our channel, When Ladies Talk, and listen to the show at their leisure, you know, on the way to work. It's always going to be good because we're going to keep it 100. All right, LaTanya.
I am LaTanya Michelle on Instagram. On Instagram and Facebook. I do this, so it's like LaTanya Michelle. Thank y'all. Like, I like this. Y'all.
I love it. The biggest shout out I have to give is to my father, who is
Father.
Daddy, I love you. He is my biggest fan. I swear to God, other than my kids, he is like my biggest fan. Thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. And meet us here next week, because this is where we'll be every week, 7:00 Eastern Standard Time.
My final shout out is to Alan. Thank you for your support and your encouragement, and we got something to talk about. Nikki?
I'm thanking my entire village. There's so many women and so many people that I've met along the way that encourage me to just do me and hit the button and press go, get myself out there, do what I have to do. And because I said yes, so many other doors have opened. Y'all have no idea. Stay tuned.
Yay, see y'all.
That's right. Yeah.